Hello and welcome to another review. This time we are taking a look at the Flame in the Flood by the Molasses Flood. And it is a kind of roguelite survival game where you row down the river on your raft and try to survive and find your way through this kind of post-apocalyptic strange world. The game features a campaign and endless mode. Endless, as it sounds, is just endlessly endless. And then you have the campaign. Sadly, the difference between campaign and endless is pretty much just the length of the game. So, campaign has certain amount of time you spend going down the raft or length, and there's a couple cutscenes and events there that are not in the endless mode. But I kind of hope there would have been a bit more story meat in the campaign and show what's really going on in the world and meet the peoples and all that. But it's pretty much just a kind of timed version of the two game modes between the endless and the campaign. But anyways, let's jump into the campaign and let's overwrite my save. The game does save every now and then, so you can load back to that. Also, you have the dog, as you can see down there, circling the backpack. The dog helps you as well and allows you to save items between playthroughs. So there is always a bit left over. Let's take the Traveler. So there's two difficulty modes as well you can use in the game if the easier Traveler mode is not enough for you. And let's load up. And you play as this girl who's meeting this dog in the woods here, and the dog is bringing the backpack to the girl. Here we are. And they decide to go down the river. I jokingly say that the dog is the main villain of the game, and just kind of lures these innocent girls into the rafting by giving the backpack with the radio them. As the dog seems to survive between runs with the inventory. But you don't. Death is very little in this game. So you get this radio signal goal in the game, which is here in your backpack. You can see the objective here, radio signal, and this is pretty much the difference between endless mode. In the endless mode you don't get this radio signal. Okay, let's go. And you walk around with the WSD and use your mouse to do the different things, like see information about different things here. We should actually go here. You can interact with the fires and stuff in the world. I'm gonna get some charcoal, as crafting is very important in the game. Down here you have your food, water, your temperature and your sleep, and also your condition, which will quickly deteriorate. And you have to keep yourself surviving. Here's your inventory space, you can see up in the corner. Traveled, how much miles, how many days, daytime, and temperature as well. And just keeping yourself warm is very important. Let's shoot the bird there, so it drops me a feather. So let's check the inventory here. And in the inventory here we have the backpack, and Aesop is the dog's name. And here's Aesop's inventory space, and that's saved between deaths. So you lose your own inventory and your raft stash every time you die, but the Aesop's pack saves. So you should always store some really important items in there. Let's see, some kind of stuff here. Examine the building. There's nothing there. And let's get to the raft. There's some information here, tutorial stuff. I'm just picking up some items here. Then you have these caches throughout the game, and you can check them. You get tasks from them. I got basic tools task, and whenever you've completed tasks, you collect the rewards from these caches. So the basic tools goal we got is basically craft a stone knife and a hammer, which are required for lots of the crafting. Up here is also your afflictions, if you're poisoned, wounded, bleeding, whatever. All the crafting recipes, your inventory, and then your outfitter, so there is clothing as well, which mainly affects how cold temperatures you can survive in. So let's jump down into the raft here. And this is the other part of the game. Basically, going around, looting the places and crafting is the first part, and then the second part is crafting down the river here. And this game has really amazing music. It's this kind of country music, and there is some singing involved as well. It's really damn awesome. It really brings a lot into the game. Like I'd say 50% of the game is the music. Just shut up for a second as we raft down. And you control this with the WSD as well. And with spacebar you can do this to kind of hop if you need to quickly avoid something. But you lose your stamina here for a bit, and you can just keep spamming it. Entering Blessed River. So there's different regions. This is a region 1 out of 10, so there's 10 regions. And you see different stuff that's in there. There's loot in there. Some salt. And there's a few different kind of regions. This is the kind of forest region with camping sites and farms and stuff. There's kind of small town region. There's an industrial area as you go down the river. Stuff like that, with all kinds of different locations to visit and different stuff to loot. And here we see different locations we could go to. That's a boat upgrade place, so you can upgrade your raft with different things. I'll just raft there and show you. Just dock here. So this is the Rust Weather Station Marina. Provides gas, raft upgrades, and repair lift. So here you can get some gas if you have these jars to put gas in. Here's Marina, where you can repair your raft with different materials, and then there's different upgrades for your raft, but we don't of course have any of that at the moment, since we just started out. Upgrading your raft is very important. Getting a rudder so you can actually steer it better is super important, and getting a raft storage is also really powerful. Same with your own inventory. You can improve your inventory size, and that's really key to survival on long run. Here's another camping site. And as you play the game, you learn what these different locations have to offer. Like camp often has flint and always has a lit fire. So when you're looking for certain crafting materials, you know what kind of place to look for. As you go down the river, you are gonna encounter a lot of different locations, but you don't have time, or if the river splits, you cannot even go to all of them. So you have to kind of pick and choose which ones you want. There's some dandelions for me, and there's some rabbits, which we can hunt if we can make a trap, but I need a knife first, so I need some flint. There's also some water here, one of these water pumps. I'm gonna fill my jar with water, and that gives me some new schematics. So in here we have now a clean water jar, which we can drink directly. We also need to use water filters normally, because the water in the river is not drinkable. There's some aloe. There's the campfire, that's always in these locations. Campfire allows you to sleep. Also always gives you charcoal, which is used for the water filters, which is really important to get. Let's get the dandelion. I don't need to sleep yet, so I don't want to do that. Oh, 2 flint, okay. So that means we can make now a stone knife. If I make a braided cord out of cattails, and then a stone knife. And that goes to your tool belt here. So there's 4 different tools you can have in the game, which allow you to craft all kinds of different things. And with that, we can think about doing the trap for the snare. 2 pretty cords, 2 saplings. So we can probably make 2 of these. Let's see. Let's make a pretty cord. Oh, I'm gonna make 1 box trap. No, snare. So we wanna hunt one of the rabbits. Okay, so that's ready in my inventory, and we want to put it here. So you can use these quick menus here to do different things, and my snare is in there. And to trap the rabbits, will go here, where the rabbits roam. And we'll just scare them for a bit, and then build a snare over there. And I saw them running there. And there we go, now we have rabbit. It's one time used trap only, the snares. I wish we could have gotten 2 of them. Let's make some inventory first. I'm gonna eat these night crawlers, tasty worms, and then I'm gonna oops, don't throw that. Then we're gonna skin the rabbit. There we go. So now I have some raw meat and a rabbit hide. And there's a few different animals in the game, like the rabbit. There's boars, wolves, bears, snakes, and the birds that we saw already. And there's different ways of dealing with them, just avoiding scaring the wolves with the torch. You can also kill them, you can craft a bow, and stuff like that. And it is actually kind of key to learn how to survive different things. This game is very roguelike in that sense, that you need to learn how to survive different things. Usually whenever you see a new thing, you die to the new thing, and then you're like, oh, how do I deal with this thing? You try maybe once or twice, and you learn how to deal with that, and then you don't die to that event again, or that monster, or sorry, creature, or whatever happens. And then you encounter the next thing that kills you, and then you're like, what do I need to do against this? And as you build up that knowledge, you start to survive longer and longer into the game. Like, my first problem was pretty much always how to survive with food early on, and how to deal with some animals like the wolves, other than just immediately noping out when you see one. But once I learned how to do that, yeah, I started surviving so much better. And then from there on, I got all the way to the end and completed the game, which was awesome. Sadly, the game says it is a lot of randomly generated content, but it's not that different each time, to be honest. Like, the river layout is different each time as you raft down the river, and where these different locations happen and what they have in them is random, but still you usually get enough of them to get whatever you need. Maybe not as fast always as possible, or as fast as the other time you played, but you pretty much get whatever you want when you start to know how to play the game. And that kind of kills the replayability eventually with the game. Especially with the campaign, is not very replayable multiple times, other than maybe trying the harder difficulty. And then endless mode is pretty much just the same, but endlessly. So you just fight to survive as long as you want. And I kind of feel there is a point where if you upgrade your raft enough and have enough supplies, you can just keep going on and on and on, unless you make a mistake. As long as you just pick up some goods on the way every time you need something, like food or water or whatever. Especially when you get the cooking station and sleeping station and water filter into your raft, it becomes so much easier to survive all of that. But still, this is an insanely fun game, even if it's not gonna last you several hundred hours. It will take a while to get grips with this and play through the campaign mode and then endless mode for a bit. But definitely, I was kind of hoping a bit more from the game than what was offered. And the soundtrack, you haven't heard more than just a bit of the song earlier. The music kind of comes and goes, kind of strangely randomly. I wish, oops, it was a bit more as well, playing more of that, more times. But it is what it is. But it is very good. I don't usually like this country style music, and I don't usually like music with singing in it at all. But for some reason it really fits with this game and really brings the atmosphere together. But anyways, I think that's my quick review of this game. I hope you give it a try. It's interesting enough if you like survival games. This was definitely recommended to me, kind of like a Don't Starve style of game. And it does have some of that similar learning curve and kind of gameplay as Don't Starve, but not that complicated and not that much. But still, definitely worth a go. But anyways, thanks for watching this review of Flame in the Flood. And if you like this review, check the other reviews on the curator page on Steam and also on the YouTube channel. And I also live stream every day this game and many other builder strategy management games and some random other games on my Twitch channel on twitch.tv/Belnar. And I stream every day nowadays, 6 PM GMT +2, so Eastern European time zone, till somewhere in the night, about 8 hours minimum each day. But anyways, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys next time.